guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, it's gonna be a little different. So I have a story time for y'all. If you are somebody who is gonna get their wisdom teeth extracted anytime soon, I wouldn't recommend watching this video, but if you have gotten them extracted, stick around. Maybe you can relate. I mean, I hope you can, but if you can, comment down below. So if you want to see where this wisdom teeth literal nightmare takes us, keep on watching. This happened maybe about 2 years ago, roughly around there. And so it was just one day I woke up and I just had this crazy pain in like my jaw area. So I just had pain, but you know, I just kind of just shook it off. I was like, whatever, like maybe it'll go away tomorrow. And then the next day it got progressively worse. So I just used like a regular tooth pain, like oral gel, and that helped. But then the following day, I couldn't even talk. In total pain. I was like, no, I need to make an appointment. I need to go see a dentist. Turns out I need to get my wisdom teeth extracted. So I make an appointment, whatever they do, like x-rays, you know, letting me know what the procedure is gonna look like. I have different options. So they gave me the option of either one, they just use like anesthesia to just numb you up real good, and it's a quick procedure, so they'll just 1, 2, 3, 4, pull them out. And then, or what typically people have done is they get put to sleep and then they do the procedure and then you're done. So I decided to pick to just, you know, numb me up, just put anesthesia and we're good. You know, if it's quick and I don't feel it, then let's go ahead and do that. So that's what we ended up doing. We picked a date, set the appointment, and then I work, so I had to ask off 2 days after the procedure, just for safety reasons. You just never know. So got my days off. I went in there and it was kind of funny because, just keep this in mind, my mom and I kind of got into like a little argument prior, and me being a huge crybaby, I really wanted my mom to be there, just dropped me off and said, call me when you're done. So I said, okay. I'm not freaking out or anything. So I'm not gonna disclose where this happened at, just for the sake of the practice. But let's just say my original family doctor, let's say his name is Dr. C. Yeah, let's go with that. He walked me through the procedure. He was telling me this and this is gonna happen since you picked just to be numbed up. You know, it's a quick procedure. So he just walked me through it and I was comfortable. I was like, okay, cool. Like, I can do this. Let's get it done. And so the day of the actual extraction, I'm like laying there. So then another doctor walks in and it wasn't Dr. C. And I'm very not the type to immediately not trust someone. Trust people until you give me a reason not to trust you. But another doctor, let's call him Dr. I. Dr. I walks in and says, oh, Dr. C had an emergency, so he won't be able to do your procedure. The second he walked through the door and before he even started speaking, I did not trust him. He walked in, I'm like, no, no, you're not who I talk to. You're not my doctor. Who are you? Inside, I was like panicking because I'm like, why am I feeling this way? Like, you're just in your head, get over it, whatever. So his assistant begins to just like numb me up and all that stuff, and I'm in pain. I'm like crying because those needles were thick with 3 C's. But pretty much I'm all numbed up and they give it a couple minutes to really set in and do its magic. So now I'm awake. I'm wide awake for this. So, but did we give him Dr. I goes in and starts on the left side, you know, does whatever, makes a little incision to get in there, pulls that one out, fine, dandy, easy, pulls the next one out, and he drops it down my throat completely. I'm like freaking out because then I can feel it pass and I feel something just super sharp going down my throat, and I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god. And so they gave me my phone back so I can call my mom, and I'm calling her and I'm like, I can't even talk because I'm numbed up, I have gauze in my mouth, and I'm just like, I'm freaking out, I'm bawling my eyes out, like scared. So she rushes over, like she had my sister with her, and from what my sister told me, like after the fact, that they're like, so she goes up and, you know, asks for my name, whatever. Like my sister was just full on, just bulldog, went in and was just like, we need to see her. And granted, there's still people in like the lobby, like the waiting area, and they're like, we need to see her. This doctor like dropped a tooth down her throat and you're telling me we can't go back there? Like she told me that like the receptionist like was like staring at the lobby, and they were like, and like obviously after that, what can you do? They let them back in, and then like they're explaining to my mom like what happened, and so they took me to get more like x-rays to see where it was heading. Now if it was heading down a wrong tube, like your intestines don't know what a tooth is, it's a foreign object. I would have to get actual surgery to get this thing out. So that's what they were most nervous about. So they sent me over to a different doctor to actually get x-rays of where it was going, you know, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. And luckily it was going down the right place, so I would just have to go to the bathroom and it would, you know, dispose of itself. But then I had to wait another week to get like the bottom, like my bottom wisdom teeth out, and it was just annoying. So the next time around, I actually have Dr. C. So they were like, okay, well, just for, you know, the inconvenience, we can give you free whitening, you know, like 2-3 visits of like free teeth whitening. And I was like, no, I don't want that. Like this time around, just put me to sleep like for free, because I'm not gonna pay for it. Like just put me to sleep and, you know, we're even, we're good. I don't want to come back here again, period. And so that's what they did. Gave me a little pill, fell asleep, and my dad was with me, and it felt like such a long time that they were in there, and I was just like, no, like this is taking way too long. But I wake up to like tugging, because they're like tugging, like after they sew up whatever they cut, they're like tugging, like, and I literally woke up. And that they like gave me like more gauze and stuff, and kind of told my dad like what's to follow after. So they put me in a wheelchair while my dad went to the parking lot, whipped the car around, and then in the car, and then my dad was saying that I was like just being so loud, and like I was like cursing at him, and I live in a very Mexican household and you do not curse at your parents. So yeah, you know, your regular schmegular, ate mashed potatoes and soft foods for the next couple of days, and then that was it. That's my story time. I just thought it was kind of funny. You know, then it wasn't very funny to me. It was kind of embarrassing. I just kind of told people who were like close to me. So that's it. Thank y'all so much for stopping by, clicking on this video, watching it, maybe having a laugh. So tune in for the next one. Like, subscribe.